that I know of.
Sir, did you say you don't expect Rosenstein to be resigning?
You've been asking for that. No, I thought it was actually for a whole year you said he was going to be fired. So now you're just wondering if he's going to resign? Are we swapping it up?
I thought he'd already...
Well, he is the Deputy Attorney General, so he has a lot of business here at the White House. I think he'll be back tomorrow for a different meeting.
Kellyanne, why wouldn't Rosenstein step into the acting Attorney General?
Well, the Deputy Attorney General, you have to understand, I think the Department of Justice does many different things, right? They're in charge, it's the chief law enforcement agency of the country, and they coordinate all the U.S. attorneys, law enforcement officials from across the land. Obviously, this president's Department of Justice has done a fine job breaking the back of the opioid crisis, prosecuting some doctors and pharmacists and nurses, shutting down the dark web, certainly putting it to the MS-13 gangs and prosecuting many violent criminals, transnational criminals. So there's much going on at the Department of Justice that has nothing to do with the Mueller investigation. I assume the Deputy Attorney General is helping out there.
Kellyanne, what will President Trump do? How will he respond when Democrats who are just going to take over committees on the House start investigating why he fired Sessions or ousted him?
Well, Sessions resigned, and the Attorney General resigned, and I don't know what they're going to ask, but the president's answered this question already, that they're going to do what they want to do and he'll do what he wants to do. But he made very clear today in his 90-minute or so press conference where he answered 68 questions from 35 reporters, pretty remarkable, as compared to President Obama answered 22 questions from 10 reporters after his first midterm drubbing, much worse. That he just said he doesn't think that they're going to continue to investigate and subpoena because he can do the same. So...
Kellyanne,
Rod Rosenstein is threatening to issue those subpoenas. I mean, Cummings, other Democrats who are
is that their main priority?
Well, that's what they're saying. So.
Are they? Well, that's unfortunate if that's the main priority.
Do you expect the president's relationship with DOJ to change now that Sessions is no longer in place?
Why do you think he has a bad relationship with the Department of Justice?
I didn't characterize it in any way. I just asked if you
Your question presumes that. Change how?
He's talked about his frustrations with Sessions, how he's been angry about the way that he's run the department. Do you expect his relationship then with the department to change?
But his relationship with the department has not been poor. As I just ran through the list of many things that his Department of Justice has successfully accomplished under his leadership.
Kellyanne, Rod Rosenstein will you be leaving the administration?
I have no plans to do that. You disappointed?
And General Kelly, any change coming with him or any tensions between General Kelly and the First Lady's office?
Not that I'm aware of. Why? Are we really going to do the Palace Intrigue stuff? Are all you keeping your jobs even though your polls were wrong again? Anybody here being fired or leaving? Out of shame?
Rod Rosenstein's a veteran of the Justice Department under multiple administrations of both parties. How is he not qualified to be the acting Attorney General?
Nobody said he wasn't qualified. Who said he wasn't qualified?
Well, obviously, if the president, why isn't he
Nobody said he wasn't qualified.
So the president would...
Are you saying that Matt Whitaker is not qualified?
Well,
he
I'm
is
saying
qualified.
that Matt Whitaker hasn't
I don't know
been
what
the
you're
Deputy
saying.
Attorney
Anyone
General and isn't a veteran under multiple
Is Chris
administrations.
Kobach on the list of a possible...
I've not heard that. I'm not going to get ahead of the president. He gets to appoint and nominate his cabinet. But the president's absolutely right that many people would like jobs here. That's for sure.
What kind of relationship does the president have with Mr. Whitaker?
Well, I've worked with Matt Whitaker on several things here at the White House. He's been the chief of staff of the Department of Justice for over a year, and he was a U.S. attorney for about 5 or 6 years in Iowa before that, a previous candidate. He's done a fabulous job, really, and I think as a former U.S. attorney, he understands all the business that's before the Department of Justice, which is much. And the president, these things happen.
Do you know if you've had any conversations with the president about the Mueller probe? He has offered a lot of public opinions about it.
I'm not aware of that.
Does he have any reason to recuse himself from the...
I think one thing, speaking of the Mueller probe, I'm really struck by the new ABC News data, media polling, that shows in one question 42% approve of the way that the Mueller investigation is being handled, 46% disapprove, and in a separate question, 41% say that it's a legitimate investigation. 54% of Americans told the ABC News pollsters it's politically motivated. Those numbers have really changed over time. The president and his team have complied with all of the requests, over 1 million pages of documents, I'm told, 33 or so witnesses that have complied or testified or both, and with document production. And the president even said today, we spent millions of dollars, a year and a half. There is no Russia collusion. I see many of you don't even use those words anymore. And we hope that this comes to a conclusion. We've done everything we can to comply and help it to come to a conclusion, and that's not going to change.
The president will allow it.
Kellyanne, do you know the timing, Kellyanne, for a permanent successor at DOJ?
Don't chase, guys. Don't chase.
Hogan? Anything to add?